What is going on, everyone? I am D Venom, along with my feathered friends. Thank you guys so much for allowing us into your lives and into your homes in order to raise those vibrations. I hope all of my people of the planet, especially my people of addiction, are staying on that straight and narrow and doing everything possible to elude psychic vampires, negative energies, including podbean trolls and scallywags from one's lives. We all should know that those particular elements only take away from our own energies and vibrations. If we can elude those things at all costs, we have done our own selves some justice. And with that being said, let's get into tonight's episode, starting now. All right, you guys, I am the Venom, along with my feathered friends. Thank you guys so much for allowing us into your lives and into your homes to raise those vibrations. I want to apologize, you guys, in regard to the hiatus regarding my last piece of content. And now, there's been a lot of things that has been going on behind the scenes that I wanted to take care of. And I have been. I'm not quite done getting everything accomplished that I want to get accomplished. But I'm near the halfway point, and that's good for a person that's ADHD, such as myself. It's hard to start a project and it's hard to complete that shit. So the fact that I am, on the fact that I'm on a roll in regard to accomplishing things, makes me feel good. I also want to apologize in regard to my therapist. The 28th of this particular month, we were supposed to have went live in regard to addiction, relapse, and a lot of other different topics of conversation that we wanted to, share with you guys. Unfortunately, upon reaching out to my therapist, they told me that they, were under the weather and they couldn't participate. Which is fine. We all get sick and, we all get under the weather sometimes. And I'd rather my therapist take care of, their own personal needs versus mine. And that's when we came to the conclusion that we will just go live some other time and talk about those various different topics of conversation and let that be the reason. So anyway, again, you guys, I apologize for not shooting any episodes for you guys in between that little, hiatus and now. Anyway, things have been uplifting in a very positive way. If I haven't foreshadowed, which I do believe that I have, there are two separate individuals that have reached out to me via email in regard to the podcast. And Alex Sanfilippo is one of those individuals. And Lori from Podcasting is another individual that reached out to me. Anyway, Alex wants me to do a survey. This particular survey, it's a quiz. I'm sorry. It's a quiz. He wants me to take a quiz, and this particular quiz centers around podcasters and I guess where we rank in regard to our personalities and things of that nature. I'm curious to take the quiz. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I will get around to it within divine timing. I'm quite curious to know where I rank. And let that be the reason. Anyway, Lori from podcasting.org reached out to me, as I just told you guys, and they want me to be a part of a campaign. I'm not sure exactly what the campaign entails, but it starts in March of 2025, and they want me to shoot an episode via my podcast for this particular campaign and, go from there. So I'm super excited about this. Plus, this particular organization's platform matches you up with podcasters from around the world, and these could be potential interviews. and things of that nature. So anyway, I've been receiving some emails in regard to some potential matches that I can have some interviews with. And I'm super excited. You know, the podcast is a small work of art for right now, but I have a feeling that the more energy I put into it, the more that it's going to continue to blossom and the more that it's going to continue to get notarized. And, you know, what more could I ask for? It's doing a lot better than my YouTube platform. I can tell you all that. But anyway, yes, thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I see that all of my followers are still there. And I really do appreciate it. You guys could have severed ways and went elsewhere. So thank you for knowing that people do have lives and we always can't be behind the camera or the microphone entertaining or telling stories or whatever the case may be. And I'm not, you know, if I'm not feeling it, I'm just not feeling it. But I figured that I will catch y'all up to speed so that y'all would know what's going on in regard to oneself. I am still shadow working. I have been shadow working on myself since, I just came across that fucking date. Hold on one second. I gotta go through my notes. I have to go through my notes. I just came across that day. December 8th, 2024 was the very first day or official day that I started shadow working on myself. And that was shortly after that damn relapse that I had. Anyway, shadow working is going good. I still haven't meditated to the point where I am levitating out of my body and, you know, meeting my shadow and talking with my shadow, hugging my shadow and telling my shadow everything is going to be okay, et cetera, et cetera. I haven't gotten to that point. But I did have a nice meditation session. I would say probably a couple of days ago, maybe close to a week ago. And, you know, it was a good session, you know, compared to what I have been seeking. But anyway, semen retention. I have not been good in, you know, child, please. I broke that shit. Okay. That was broken, since last week. So I had to get back on track in regard to the semen retention. Addiction and things of that particular nature. I'm doing good. And I'm proud of myself, you know, for hanging in there and, not, getting thrown off that bandwagon. And even if I did get thrown off the bandwagon, so motherfucking what? All I'm going to do is pick up those pieces to the puzzle and pick up those pieces to my life, get back on that bandwagon, which could have kept going, but that motherfucker stopped and waited for me to get it together and, you know, continue on. That's, you know, I mean, most people would drown in their sorrow. Oh, I relapsed, blah, 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 yada, 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 you know, and whatever. I'm not doing any of that bullshit. You know, there's a full life to live and, you know, drowning in sorrows and all of that type of stuff is not living. If anything, you're killing yourself slowly by, you know, just bottling all that shit up inside and whatever else. But, you know, everything is, everything is everything. The magazine have not reached out to me yet since their last, correspondence. I'm still a part of it. I'm not sure what page I will be in, but, I don't work for a magazine. So I'm assuming that, you know, it's going to take some time in order to, you know, put all what I said in the magazine, put my, you know, pictures in there and, you know, just do my spread. You know, I want my spread to be done right. I don't want my shit to be all fucked up. So, anyway, the magazine is, you know, of course, doing what the magazine is doing. And I have a feeling that, that particular magazine is going to, or that, let me rephrase. I have a feeling that that particular, spread will go live sometime after the new year or maybe before the new year, but I have a feeling it's going to be after the new year. And once they reach out to me in regard to what page I would be on and whatever else the case may be, I will reach out to you guys and let y'all know that I'm on this particular page. Check a bitch out. All right. Okay. Anyway, let's get into these notes so that I can, end this episode and let that be the reason. Okay. Now, the last piece of content that I, was trying to shoot for you guys, I was across the street at the park/courthouse. And, I wanted to reach out to you guys in regard to mental health. Now, I've talked to you guys about addiction and relapse and things of that particular nature. And you guys know that I am, bipolar 2 and ADHD. Bipolar 2 does not come with the psychosis or, hearing things or seeing things. Basically, I have the mood swings. I get completely angry, or I get completely sad, or I'm in between. And this is what the medication is supposed to help out with. Anyway, I haven't been taking that shit. In regard to my medication, I just recently started to get myself back on a regimen, considering I know that I need it. But I just haven't been feeling it. A lot of people in my predicament don't feel that medication. We feel like, we're suitable enough to handle, our symptoms without the correction of medications. And this is where I'm at. Ever since my last prescribers dropped my ass, I am just over it. How the fuck can you prescribe someone medication only to drop them without any refills or any, follow up with another, healthcare provider? It was just all fucked up how they did this. Now my thing is I have a life, I understand that I set these appointments and I should keep those appointments, but these appointments were Zoom appointments. And sometimes I didn't want to be on no motherfucking camera all hours of the motherfucking morning and shit, talking about medications and all this bullshit. I didn't feel like doing that. And, there were moments where, I wasn't camera ready, or I could have been depressed, or, there's just a lot of things that could have been going on to the point where I didn't want to be on that damn camera. But anyway, I remember one episode where I was working for the hotel and I was on my way to work, and here they come calling me, DeNova. I forgot what the name of the organization was before they changed it to DeNova, DeNova Health or whatever the fuck it is. But, anyway, they come calling me, and I had just pulled in the parking lot at work, and I'm trying to hurry up and get out of my car so I'm not late, and all of a sudden they wanted to do a Zoom meeting, and I'm just like, this is not the right time to do a Zoom appointment. I have to get into work and, whatever else. Can we reschedule? And I guess that didn't sit well with them. And don't get me wrong, I had missed a couple of appointments, but that's beyond the motherfucking point. You just don't drop no motherfucking body, without medications and refills and whatever else, and just call it one. You don't do that. What if I would have experienced withdrawals or, other forms of symptoms due to, the lack of medications or whatever the case may be? But anyway, yes, I have an issue with DeNova, and I'm going to talk to my primary doctor in regard to giving me a referral to someone that's a little bit more intimate, that don't have a bunch of clients and shit that they're dealing with, and can give me that one-on-one time that I need in order to learn about my mental health friends, my bipolar and my ADHD. I know that I live with them, but do I really truly know about them? No, I don't. And it's about time that I start to know who they are, what they do, and why they do it. And go from there. And it's also a good thing to learn about them so that I know how to what's the words? How I can better help them, in the long run. So the more I can help them, the more that they can help me. Anyway, we will talk more about mental health and stuff like that. A different bad time, different bad channel. But anyway, moving on with these notes now. I wanted to talk to you guys in regard to my parakeets. Now, the last episode that I recorded for you guys was in the form of a hidden gem. And if I'm not mistaken, my birds were being pretty loquacitive in the background. And I know that that can probably be a little bit disturbing for a lot of you individuals out there, because sometimes it can be a little bit disturbing for my own damn self. Now, I have 2 parakeets. I'm not sure if they're male or female, but they are the most vocal out of the 4. Bullet and Little Man, they're very, very vocal. I'm not sure if they're trying to attract the females. I'm not sure what these birds are doing. I just know that they're happy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, if you guys can try to block out the parakeets in the background when I'm doing episodes, I would gladly appreciate that. I am the type of bitch, I will block your ass out real quick. I don't give a fuck. I am good at it. So when my birds start going off, I tune them out, and I, just go ahead and, get what I need to get accomplished. Who the fuck am I to, yell at my birds and tell them to be quiet, considering that's what the fuck I got them for, to bring me joy and, excitement, and to give me something else better to look forward to in the morning, aside from taking care of my own damn self. I have these 4 birds to take care of. So yeah, they're definitely bringing me a lot of joy, in that aspect, but they're behind a cage, and I would allow them to fly through my apartment, but these birds shit on the blinds. They piss all over the place, and they're in the cage. And, they could be pretty messy. So I'm not trying to clean up little specks of bird doo-doo here and there. I'm good on all that. Who knows where they pissed at? Unfortunately, they're caged birds for right now. But just try to bear with me, you guys, or bear with them. They're birds, shit, what the fuck else are they supposed to do? Shit, they chirp, they sing, they keep, they talk to me, I talk to them, and I have 2 bedrooms, I can go in either room to conduct business, but I'm so used to being in the living room that everything is conducted in the living room. I'm like my grandmother. My grandmother had her own bedroom, but her bedroom truly was the living room. She slept on that motherfucking couch, and let that be the reason. And the older that I get, the more that I see that I'm turning into her. And I love sleeping in the living room, but aside from that, like I said, just try to tune them out the best way that y'all possibly can. All right, moving on with these damn notes. Okay, I told y'all that my therapist could not go live due to the fact that they are ill, so we covered that ground. Eating from my blood type. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I told you guys that I am starting to eat for my blood type. I haven't started yet, but I did go to the grocery store the day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and I bought a bunch of veggie and fruit shit. That's what the fuck I bought. But anyway, I am A positive when it comes to my blood type. And from my understanding, considering, the person that, told me about eating for your blood type, is, very beneficial. A positive individuals should have a specific diet, and we're supposed to be borderline vegan. We're supposed to be eating more fish versus red meat, because our bodies cannot digest red meat like that. It's better incorporated to digest, meats like fish, and fruits and vegetables. Anyway, there are a lot of things that I cannot indulge in. I think strawberries are one. There's a lot of things for my blood type that I should not be eating. And there are a lot of things for my blood type that I should be eating. But anyway, I'm going to do my own research in regard to the things that I can enjoy and the things that I can't enjoy in regard to eating for one's blood type. I found it very interesting to know that I'm A positive, and A positive individuals are more prone to cancers and a lot of other different diseases. So this is why it's very important to eat for your blood type, people. So if you don't know your blood type, I suggest you go to the doctor and get get the test done so that you can figure out which type blood you have and go from there, and start eating for that blood type. Now, my ex-friend, they were the type of blood type where they could have all that red meat because they were able to digest it. Their bodies were able to digest it and, let that be the reason. But I'm more streamlined, you know what I mean? Not that being more streamlined has anything to do with it, but, my physique, so to speak, is medium to slim built. And, I'm tall and lanky, and that's how I'm supposed to be. And, that's how I'm going to get myself back, to that tall, lanky individual. I don't like all the stomach and all of this excess bullshit. So, once I figure out, once I figure out in regard to what A positive blood people are supposed to be eating and drinking and whatever else, then I will give you guys that information and y'all can, utilize it, how y'all want to, utilize it, and go from there. All right. Anyway, let's see here. Guess what I did, you guys? Aside from eating for my blood type, I ordered myself something. Now, remember I told you guys when I used to live in Las Vegas, I was big on fermenting. I made my own pickles. I made my own bread. I just did a lot of fermenting, and fermenting is a power food. Fermented food has a lot of cultures and bacterias and stuff like that is very beneficial for the body. And I was fermenting kefir back in my Vegas days. I didn't have milk kefir. I had water kefir at this particular time. And I made my own kefir beverages. And my body benefited from that kefir big time. I used it internally and I used it topically. Anyway, I ordered milk kefir and I ordered water kefir, and I received my milk kefir the other day. That's Alexa. Anyway, I received the milk kefir the other day, and I put them in some milk to feed them. And I'm not sure if that milk has gotten thick yet. I'm going to check again today because what I needed to do was just sprout them back to life. So that's why I put them in the milk water. That's why I put them in the milk so that they can feed and so that they can, spring back to life because they, had to travel and whatever else to get to me. And I don't think that they're, how can I say it? Fermenting like they should. So I'm going to check the milk, and if it's not thick, I am going to place them back in some more milk and let that be the reason, and probably just drink the milk that I had them already. Let me rephrase all that. I would probably drink the milk that I already placed them in so that it won't go to waste. But anyway, they're active, big time. And I just want them to thicken this milk so that I can have my fermented beverage, and I don't have to spend that money at Aldi's getting kefir anymore. I can make I am making my own. And I can't wait for that water kefir to get here. My whole thing is I abused my body with methamphetamine for years, and everybody know, well, not everybody, but a great majority of people know what's in that shit, and it's very harmful stuff. So why not give my body something good that it can benefit from? And water kefir and milk kefir is where it's at. They have more cultures and probiotics than what the fuck, yogurt has, and the fact that I have the cultures and I'm fermenting them. Baby, it's about to be on and popping. I had so many motherfucking water kefir grains because they overpopulate. This is bacteria we're talking about. So they overpopulate, during time. And I had so much water kefir that I could have had a small business. And I hate the fact that I got rid of all that damn kefir. But I'm back in the door. I'm fermenting. I'm putting good stuff in my body. Oh my God. Yes. So I wanted to do that for myself, and I did. And I did it for myself. Anyway, so aside from, fermenting, I went to MIM. Now, my people in Arizona, hopefully I still have a huge Arizona following, considering my little, hiatus. Y'all motherfuckers are quick to go somewhere else, when a motherfucker go on hiatus. But anyway, I have a huge Arizona following. So thank y'all, my Arizona people, and thank everybody else that, follows and listens and downloads my episodes. And I really do appreciate that. But anyway, my people of Arizona are probably familiar with MIM. MIM is in Scottsdale, and I'm on the border of Scottsdale and Phoenix. And basically MIM is the museum, the music instrumental museum, or something to that effect. I just know that they have a whole bunch of motherfucking instruments. Myself and my ex co-worker that I used to work with at the hotel, we ended up going to MIM. I believe it was on a Saturday. And when I tell you guys that I was in awe with this motherfucking place, I promise y'all, they had so many instruments in there. They have a section that you can go to and play actual instruments. And when I walked in there, I'm just like, oh my God, this is where it is at. Now, I told you guys, I have tamarines, I have maracas, I think that's what it's called. And, I have, I'll tell you guys what I bought from MIM here in a second. And I plan on getting more instruments. And, this is all in an effort to increase my own vibrations. I don't give a fuck about nobody else's vibrations. I am increasing my vibrations. And, music is a great way to increase your vibrations. And instruments is an excellent way to increase your vibrations. Anyway, I seen a harp. I have not seen a harp in years. And the fact that this lady and I think it was her husband. Anyway, she sat her ass in that seat and she took them strings and she got to playing that damn harp. And I sat my ass in the harp in front of her, and I'm just like, and I started pulling the motherfucking strings. I love the harp. It's almost as if it doesn't matter what strings you pull, is going to produce some beautiful music. And, anyway, this particular room that had all these instruments that, the kids and the adults could play and the adolescents can play with, has some, artifacts in there in regard to, the instruments and where they originated from and stuff like that. And, let me tell y'all something. I have a better appreciation for music now that I have visited MIM, the Music Instrumental Museum. I have a better appreciation for it. Music is not like it is, like today. They have this big 2-ton machine that has all of these different, instruments built in it. They have the saxophone, they have the violin, they have horns, they have the drums, they have it's called the Apollonia. This damn thing is tight as fuck, okay? Anyway, this was built back in, I think, in the 1920s or some shit. And, it's a big yellow ass jukebox kind of thing. And, anyway, they gave a demonstration of this particular machine while I was at MIM. And, oh my God, it was so tight to see those little drums playing and to see the horns and the violins going. And it was, I absolutely love that museum. And it's so huge that we didn't even get a chance to walk through the whole damn museum. I'm going back. But anyway, while I was on their website, I seen that they had a dragon, singing bowl, and, I didn't see that same singing bowl when I went to the museum, but they did have another one for $42. About the same price as the dragon one. But anyway, I bought it. I sure the fuck did. When it's a handheld singing bowl, and it's kind of tricky to use it, but I love it. It increases my vibrations. When you guys have a singing bowl in your lives, and you take that thing, the wooden thing, and you go around that singing bowl, and the bowl starts singing to you, and it's just one of those. Words can't describe the energy that you feel when you get those bowls singing, and it's a beautiful thing. And I was messing around with my singing bowl earlier today, and I love her. I just have to get her centered in my palm to where she doesn't move all over the damn place, and I can produce that beautiful music that singing bowls produce. So yes, $42 later, I could have, saved that money and spent it on something else. But I wanted that singing bowl, and that's what I purchased for myself as my own personal gift. If I am shadow working on myself, if I'm increasing my vibrations, if my podcast is about raising vibrations and whatever the case may be, I need to stick with that. And what better way to increase one's vibrations than to get a singing bowl? And even a guy in MIM, while we were in the gift shop, he was just like, you want your vibrations increased? That's a damn good way to do it. In regard to the singing bowl, and he's right. Having a singing bowl would definitely increase your vibrations. But anyway, let me see. Oh, I also took, Prince's mother. Oh my God. Now, MIM is, if y'all ever come to Arizona, you have to go to the Instrumental Music Museum. I'm not sure what the cover charge is because my ex coworker paid my way. But I'm sure it's inexpensive. But anyway, Prince donated his purple Yamaha piano, and that motherfucker is clean. Okay. It's shiny. I wanted to sit at that piano. I mean, just knowing that Prince played that Yamaha piano and, made beautiful music with it. Anyway, there was another section, where, Taylor Swift, donated some things. She donated a Grammy. She donated some outfits. That bitch had on she had some bad boots with one of the motherfucking outfits. Okay. I said, go on, Taylor. Anyway, she had a huge section compared to a lot of those individuals. It's Taylor Swift. So, she gonna have a big section. She was next to Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana had a small section in regard to, memorabilia versus motherfucking, Taylor. But anyway, let's see. George Benson had not a computer. George Benson had a damn guitar, not a damn computer, a guitar. He donated. Who else donated? Oh, then there was this piano that you don't touch. I forgot the name of it, but you basically wave one arm over this particular area that controls the volume, and then you take your other arm and you wave it over this it's like a metal pole. Anyway, you wave your arm around it, and it produces this sound based upon your energy. And when I went to use the piano thing, it wasn't producing any sound. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Something wrong with my energy? And the lady, she was just like, you probably have way too much energy. That's why it's not, really working. So they grabbed my arms and, my hands and waved them around the, metal pieces of this particular piano. And then it started to produce the music that, it produces. I cannot think of the name of that damn piano, but it's really interesting, you guys. I like this museum, and this is a great place for you and your family and whoever else to go and visit when you guys come to the Arizona area. It's off of Tatum Boulevard, Tatum Boulevard, and Mayo Drive or some shit like that. But it's a big, huge building. You can't miss it at all. Anyway, okay, I talked about that. I am covering this ground. All right. Okay. Now, I foreshadowed the fact that I went to class yesterday in order to obtain my driver's license. I had to get up way early because class started at 8 o'clock. My ass late as usual. That comes with the territory of ADHD. That's why we need clocks everywhere because, we're forever late. Anyway, it was about maybe 10 people in the class. And, very small, very intimate. Anyway, it was very informative and very educational. There was moments where, there were tears shed, because they were, the instructor was showing us a clip of a movie called Bella. And, this movie was courtesy of Amazon. I never seen it before, but it was about a little girl. And, basically in a nutshell, a life was lost, but a life was given. And that's pretty much the whole concept of the movie. And beautiful story, I held back my little tears. Anyway, in these type of group settings, we have to expound our truth in regard to why we received our DUI or, whatever the case may be. Some people ran red lights. Some people, some people just disobeyed the law in general. And, I didn't really stand in my power like I am right now. I told them that I was working at Desert Diamond Casino at that particular time, third shift. And I told them that I had a, ratchet ass night of, pretty much, drinking and stuff. But I didn't mention, the other aspect of it all, the methamphetamine. I never mentioned that. I didn't want to be, I guess, judged and labeled. And I didn't really feel like telling my story. I tell it all the time on my social media platforms, including here on Podbean. And I didn't feel like I just didn't feel like expounding my truth. I basically just came there to get the class done and listen to everybody else and let that be the reason. But I thought about it, after we had break, and I'm just like, damn, maybe I should be a little bit more truthful and, stand in my power and tell them exactly what occurred that particular night, because everybody else was there for, like I said, running red lights and stuff like that. Mine was a little bit more serious in regard to, a drug DUI. Hello. But either way it goes, I made it through. I made $140 later. And how convenient that this particular school was right down the street from Jars, dispensary. But anyway, in the Metro Jars. But anyway, I got it done, you guys. They emailed my certificate today and I have it. And they sent the NVD the information that they needed in order for me to proceed further and to get my license. And that word freedom will be under my belt again. Not shit. I had plenty of freedom. Trust me. I was child. Please. I was driving my motherfucking car, even though I wasn't supposed to. But I still had that little bit of freedom. But it's really going to be freeing knowing that I don't have to worry about police and stuff like that because I am legit once again. I will have that plastic in my motherfucking wallet in regard to my driver's license, and I will never, ever lose them again. Anyway, let's see what else. Wait, hold up. Okay, now, the last time that I went live with you guys, I was having a conversation in regard to being possibly spied on or listened to or whatever the case may be. And I don't want to say that conversation was interrupted by a caller, but, someone called in And, basically, they were telling me their situation, and I didn't want to turn a blind eye, so I stayed in the live chat and I listened to what they had to say. And strange thing is, I'm so empathic. People would tell me their life motherfucking story, and don't even realize it. This person was kind of afraid to expound their truth, and I got it out of them, and they ended up telling what happened on this particular evening. And yeah, whatever. But anyway, that particular night, I was talking about taking the initiative. If you guys like, for instance, my gut feeling I forgot what I told you guys earlier, but I was saying something about my gut feeling pretty much led me to what I needed to find out. Anyway, you guys, this type of shit happens every motherfucking day. Somebody's being listened to, somebody's being spied upon, and I'm so glad that I have my platform, in regard to my podcast, because I can put shit like this on the forefront and get it talked about. Because right now somebody is being spied upon and being taken advantage of, and it's not right. And I suggest everybody go and equip themselves with some form of device so that you can find out if your privacy is being violated or not. And if it is, take it to the motherfucking authorities and have them deal with it further. But I want to interview so bad some people that have been spied upon and have had inkling feelings that this is happening, and they follow through. And when they follow through, they unfortunately found out that they were being compromised. I want to talk to those people because, I've told y'all, I feel like in my own motherfucking situation that, in certain ways I'm being compromised. The power is not, how can I say it? I haven't lost the power as of yet. I have things underneath my belt that I'm going to, backfire, just put it that way. You don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. This is another reason why I don't record at home half of the time, because there's already motherfuckers that's nosy as it is. And I don't need, anyway, but, yeah. We'll talk more about that in another discussion in regard to being spied upon and being listened to and things of that particular nature. And, yes, it's a very serious thing. I can't think of that sports lady's name, but she was a blonde lady, and she would interview certain basketball players and baseball players and stuff like that. Anyway, she had a hotel room some damn where, and I don't know what made this motherfucking woman debug her hotel room, but upon debugging her hotel room, she found hidden cameras in her shower. And of course she was distraught and whatever else the case may be, but she ended up finding out who placed it there, and she sued the hotel and some of every motherfucking thing else. And this is what I'm talking about, shit like this. This type of shit is happening every single damn day. Children are being spied upon. Adults are being spied upon. Adolescents are being spied upon. And, you just never know who your motherfucking neighbors are. You know what I'm saying? I have a life. I have a full blown life, and I don't give a damn what these motherfuckers are doing. I promise you. But it seems like motherfuckers are worried about me. And, be worried. I mean, I don't care, but my whole thing is, when you have a full blown life, you don't really have time to be concerned about what your neighbors or anybody is doing because you have a life. But anyway, we'll talk more about that different time, different channel, whatever the case may be. But, let me see. I think I'm almost done with these notes, you guys. The last thing that I did, I'm trying to release myself from bondage in a lot of different ways. And I have some things from some scallywags that I picked up, long time ago. The Matrix, whatever else the case may be. Anyway, these scallywags left some things behind, backpacks, chargers, phones, all this type of shit, and I've been holding on to it for who knows how long. Yesterday was the official day that I got rid of one of those scallywags backpacks. I searched through it. There were cell phones and all type of shit in there. I didn't give a fuck. I wanted that shit out of my motherfucking life. And I threw that shit in the garbage right along with the, rest of the trash that I had. And, whoever got it, they just simply got it. I don't want to hold on to that type of energy anymore. And I shouldn't have to. And I didn't. And I got rid of it. I held on to it long enough, and the scallywag didn't come back for their shit. So obviously, they didn't want it that bad. Anyway, the garbage got it. Now I have someone's wallet. I don't want to just throw their wallet away because they have no, I didn't take the motherfucker. They left it in my car. Anyway, it has their social security in there and whatever else the case may be. What I plan on doing is the next time I go to Social Security, I'm going to take their Social Security card with me and just give it to them. Whatever else is in that wallet is going in the motherfucking garbage. I'm tired of holding on to that energy as well. I'm going to clean up this motherfucking apartment. I am going to go through a lot of different things that is no longer serving my higher good, and I'm going to get rid of it. I'm probably going to get rid of this motherfucking apartment altogether, to be honest with you. There's a lot going on. There's no hot water. There's no heat in this motherfucker. When you're dealing with Section 8, you're supposed to have adequate heating and you're supposed to have adequate hot water. And there's none of that in this motherfucking apartment. I'm having to take cold motherfucking showers in the morning. And lately I've been boiling hot damn water in order to take baths and shit, which is ridiculous. So, I probably am going to manifest something way better than what I have now. Not to sound anal, I'm happy to have my apartment, don't get me wrong, but there's more things that are going wrong with this motherfucking apartment than there are that's going right. And it's been foreshadowed to me that I need to find me another motherfucking apartment. And the person that foreshadowed this to me, they would know. They would know whether or not it's time to do that. Considering, they're never mind. But they have ties to the landlord and stuff like that. Just put it that way. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end this because I'm done. I went through all the motherfucking notes. I wanted to catch y'all up to speed. Everything is good in my hood, so to speak. Let me see. Still working, go back to work on the 6th. Still got the roof over my head. Maybe I will be manifesting a new roof. I still got my vehicle. She's still holding up. I'm still a part of the magazine. Now I'm a part of these other platforms, all due to my, podcast. I have a life. Things are just uplifting and it could be worse, and even if I did relapse or whatever the case may be, my life is still uplifting and I'm doing more for myself than what a lot of motherfuckers would ever think about doing for them damn selves. Anyway, I'm going to end this content and I am going to get some things done while it's still early. And but I just wanted to catch you guys up and let y'all know that I missed you all very, very much. I'm going to go live and talk to the people for a second. And but until my next episode, you guys, y'all be good. And I am the Venom along with my feathered friends that are being extra good right now. And until our next recording, we are out. Namaste. Blessings, LLS, love, light, and support of not only yourselves, but each other. Until next time, you guys. Bye-bye.